Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. Husband confess all his cheating experience and ended his life. Hi guys. This was 2 years ago now, and so I've had some time to gain perspective on the situation, but I have read some of your stories and want to share mine and ask for some advice. Basically, I, 30F, was sitting at home one night having just put our 9-month-old to bed, and got some weird social media ads from a friend of mine. She added me to Insta, FB, etc. I was so confused because I didn't know she had unfriended me. So I texted my husband, 35M, that she was being a weirdo. I had zero thoughts of them having an affair together. She was/is married and I thought my husband was faithful. 20 minutes later my husband walks in the door telling me we need to talk. I still didn't put 2 and 2 together and thought he got fired from work or something. He looked so despondent. That's when he told me about the affair. It hurt so bad to be backstabbed by a friend and my husband at the same time. He was apologetic but was also flipping it around on me not being happy enough, etc. I had just had a baby and went through a cancer scare at the same time. How was I supposed to always be happy? I shouldn't have, but I texted her too and she flipped it on me as well, telling me I should have had better control over my husband. Double WTF. I'm not here to control anyone and I trusted him and her. Anyways, it gets worse. Apparently he had confessed to her that this wasn't the first time he had cheated on me. He had hooked up with randoms at work too. She threatened him that she would tell me if he didn't tell me right away. She cited morality, Lamau. As of now she felt the need to be moral. Anyways, he told me. I reacted poorly and told him I couldn't tolerate that and we needed to divorce. I had been trying to accept his affair with my friend, not smart, but I desperately wanted things to work between us, but hearing it was a chronic thing for him changed the game entirely. So I told him I was out. That was when he took off and ended his life. It took hours for police to find him and the whole time I was hoping he took off to blow off steam, but his tone when he left scared me. So I called 911 and police were at my house for about 6 hours until the official notification came. I guess my question in all this is, how do I live with no answers or closure? How do I live knowing that my friend just blocked me on everything and continues to live her normal married life when my family blew up and my son has no dad anymore? How do I ever trust someone intimately again? I'm in therapy and it helps, mostly alleviating my guilt at not saving him from himself. But holy hell, this is a lot to live with. It all feels very unfair that I had no hand in any of this and I, and my poor little dude, still ended up being the ones totally screwed over. Some comments from the community. Comment 1. She did not get exposed. We didn't share a lot of mutual friends, so it didn't really impact her life at all. Of course all of my close friends know, but that does not affect her. She had the audacity to come to my husband's public memorial with her husband. I didn't say anything that day because I was still in shock and also was overwhelmed with all the people talking to me. I never found out how her husband reacted. Like I said, she blocked me from everything shortly after the funeral, but they are still married, so yeah. I know he knows about what happened, but I have no idea what his thoughts/feelings on it are. She did tell me her husband was fine with it when I texted her after I found out about the affair. But those were her words, not his. I do not have a relationship with my husband's family. They couldn't really cope with what happened and avoided me in the days following his death, then moved across the country. In part, I think their inability to face any issues is likely why my husband had the psychological difficulties that led him to suicide, and actually probably cheating too, very much avoidant tendencies. I would never tell them that, obviously, but he had a crappy family. Comments 2. Bingo, the AP told me his wife knew of him and my wife's relationship, so I messaged her directly. The idiot deleted his message string with my wife constantly, so OBS only knew what he told her, which evidently wasn't much, and she definitely didn't know about the dick pic. I cannot stress this enough. You have to be a total moron to include your face in a dick pic, but I digress. A liar cannot be trusted to ever tell the truth, and OBSs deserve full disclosure. Living a life of a lie is bad. Not knowing you're living life of a lie is heartbreaking. Comments 3. To my knowledge, he does know about what happened. They came to some weird one-sided open marriage agreement after he found out she cheated the first time. My husband was not her first affair. I have no idea how things went down with them, though, once my husband died. Comments 4. If you know her full name, you can get the full name of her husband. Once you have his full name, look on apps like LinkedIn. He likely has career profile stuff there with a phone number that he can be contacted. Once you contact him, don't screw around. Tell him you are the wife of the guy that killed himself and you know with 100% certainty that your husband was having a sexual affair with his wife. If the relationship is truly open, he will tell you with his mouth that he knows. If it is not open like his wife claims, he will want to know more. Arrange to meet him at a public place, like a quiet coffee shop at its slow hours, generally 2 to 4 p.m. Tell him everything you know. I honestly suspect that she is lying to both you and him. She sounds like that type of scum. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.